Commissioner Scorpio's residence?
You're in luck. It's Commissioner Scorpio.
Robert, what's going on? How are you?
Well, I have a bad case of frustration at the moment. I've just wasted an hour with Jimmy Lee. He gave me the same runaround as other members of that family.
Oh, I'm sorry. What are you going to do?
Well,
I figured I might look elsewhere, check, recheck, all those things I'm good at. Listen, has a box of Susan's things been delivered to the house yet?
Yeah, it came a little while ago. It's right here.
good.
Listen, I'll be there shortly to go through it.
Well, I hope you don't think I'm too nosy, but I've already started.
In that case, I'll be there very soon.
Mother, just take a sip of this.
It's not going to help. I'm just so confused. I just don't know what to think.
Look, I'll take care of this. I'll get rid of whoever's there. Jake, what's this about?
Heather, we need to talk.
Well, my mother's here.
Alone.
Okay, come in. Oh, Mother, you remember my attorney, Jeff Meyer? He and I have something we need to discuss. Do you mind waiting in the bedroom?
No, I think I'll just go.
Are you sure you're going to be all right?
Yeah, I think I'd just like to go home and go to bed. You'll excuse me, Mr. Myers.
Here, Mother, let me help you with the coat. You want me to call a cab for you?
No, I think I'll walk. It might help me clear my head.
All right, you go home and get some rest, and I'll talk to you soon.
Bye.
My mother's a little upset.
I am a lot upset. I don't like reading in print something my client should have told me first.
How did I know what Monica was going to say?
You supplied the material.
Whose side are you on?
That depends on how you answer my question. Give it to me straight, Heather. Did you break into the Quartermain house?
Monica has a vivid imagination.
Yes or no?
I don't understand what the big deal's about.
I was about to go to the commissioner and ask him to drop the charges against you, and you drop a bomb like this.
Monica dropped it.
Did you break into that house?
Well, maybe somebody did, but it wasn't me.
What about the pictures? Did you tip off the cops? Did you tell them it was in the basement?
How would I know what's in the Quartermain basement?
Somebody knew.
Sure, probably a servant. I mean, they were there. They probably discovered that someone had been taking shots at Susan's picture.
How did you know that?
I read it in this morning's paper.
I want the truth, Heather.
I'm telling you the truth.
I don't know why I believe you, but I do.
Because that's what happened.
I have to go talk to Scorpio.
What are you going to say to him?
Just what you told me. I'll let you know how it turns out. Oh, by the way, I was at the jailhouse. Your boyfriend's looking for you.
Pay dirt, darling. You found it.
Okay, explain this to me.
Okay, now, this check has been made out by Susan, $500 for cash.
She endorsed it and then she cashed it.
Precisely, yeah. But what happened to the cash? What happened to the $500? Look, the only notation on the check stub here says donation CT.
CT, Crane Tolliver.
That's my assumption, too. Now, check out that date against the relationship to it and the night that Susan was killed.
Yeah, well, it's about 2 weeks before, isn't it?
Exactly. Which means that Tolliver was in town at least 2 weeks before the murder.
She asked him to come?
She probably found out about the marriage situation.
How?
Good point.
That was Tolliver's secret.
Right, which means that he must have brought it to her. Course. Susan wasn't blackmailing the Quartermains. Tolliver was.
But the Quartermain
Yeah,
said...
hang on. Listen. Susan always approached the Quartermains alone. Now, in their eyes, she was the only one invited. Tolliver was using her as the go-between, a sort of a conduit between herself and the Quartermains, for the reason of to keep his own personal welfare out of the firing line.
Only first he needed her help.
Well, that wouldn't have been too difficult. I mean, nobody hated the Quartermains more than she did.
It's a good theory.
No, darling. Not theory. That check means it's positive fact. Susan and Tolliver were working together, or they had some sort of a partnership. I don't know. Hey, good work. See what else you can find there. I'll get that.
Commissioner?
Mr. Meyer, do we have an appointment?
No, but if it's possible, I would like a few minutes of your time.
That's about all I can give you.
Very nice place. Perfect setup for a bachelor. Fire helps set the mood. A little white wine, you got it made.
The little lady and I think it's bonza. Now, you didn't come around here to discuss my living accommodations.
No, I'm here on behalf of my client, Heather Weber. Think you might drop the charges?
Counselor, your timing's a little off. I'm just about to haul her in again.
On what charge?
Breaking and entering. Don't you read the papers?
Commissioner, I didn't know you had a sense of humor.
Well, it's wearing a little thin of late, but on this particular issue, I'm deadly serious.
You'd make another arrest based on suppositions made by a headline-hunting reporter?
I never make arrests based on anything else but fact. Now, your client broke into a house, and I can prove it.
How?
I'll tell you that when I feel like it. In the meantime, I've got work to do. Good day, Counselor.
Good day, Commissioner.
Drop the charges. Does he think this is April Fool's Day? What else have you got?
Nothing yet, but I'm going to keep looking. Do you have time for some food?
No. As a matter of fact, I've got to call headquarters. There's a Scorpio here. What's the word on this Crane Tolliver photo? Well, have you got it? So speed it up, will you? I've got to find that guy.
Heather?
No, it's not, Heather.
Thank you. Morning.
You have any comment to make on that story in the paper this morning?
I think the least said, the better.
All right.
You didn't just come down here to ask me that?
No, I'm on my way to see the commissioner. I think that news story gives me sufficient reason to ask him to drop the charges against you.
You know your stuff, don't you?
Well, there's no telling what he's going to say. It gives me something to work with, that's all.
Too bad Monica can't use you as her attorney.
Well, now, you understand me, Scotty. I don't think for one moment that Monica killed Susan. Just that this news shifts suspicion from you for the moment.
Guess I'm just lucky.
No, it's not lucky. Heather did her job well.
Maybe too well. I'm gonna get out and she's gonna get herself back in here.
We're thinking along the same line.
Well, that depends what you think.
Well, I think Heather lied when she said she saw Monica at the scene of the crime. I think she's trying to frame Monica, save you and save herself.
Well, I don't think there's any point in discussing that right now, so why don't you just get me out of here?
Well, I'm going to try, but first, I want you to sign this.
What is it?
An extension of the waterfront clinic lease.
I'm not gonna sign this. I want those people out.
Well, it's you or it's them. You take your choice.
Give me a pen.